Right. Yeah, guys, we are going to deal with one more sum from application of trigonometry. Sneha, can you read out this one for me?
Yes, sir.
Please go
From the
louder,
top of
please.
the angle of elevation of the top of a cell tower is 60 degrees and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degrees. If distance of the building from the tower is 7 meters, then find the height of the tower.
Right. Here, what are the two objects we are having? Right. Sneha, can you please tell me what are the two objects he is giving in the question?
Building tower.
Yeah, tower and the building are the two things he has given. Of course, if you check it out, tower and building both are vertical objects, the objects which are going to stand on the ground. So both are vertical objects here. All right, those are the two things he has given. Now, Sneha, can you please tell me where is the observer standing?
The observer is standing on the top of the building.
Yeah, so the observer is standing on the top of the building, right? So let us go for the figure here, guys. So I'm going for the figure. Yes, this is the ground what I have drawn. Yes, and I'm taking the two vertical objects. The two vertical objects, the first one, I like to go with the building, and the second vertical object, I like to go with the tower. Right? Obviously, we know both are vertical objects. How can I say vertical objects means vertical objects always are 90 degrees to the ground, to the base. Yes, I have taken two vertical objects, right? I like to label this one. I like to call this as A and I like to call this as B, and I'm calling this one as building. Right? The first vertical object, I'm calling it as building here, and I'm taking the other vertical object. I like to call this as C and I like to call this as D, and it's nothing but the tower. All right. So what we have taken? We have taken two vertical objects. All right. So as soon as we are done with the two vertical objects, let's introduce the topic in the given question. Right. I'm giving you introduction. Right, the first one whatever we have taken, we are writing height of the building. Yes, height of the building. Right, height of the building, that is the first point we are taking here. Height of the building, I like to label it as AB. Of course, as we don't know the height of the building, I like to call it as H meters. First, height of the building, the vertical object, it's a AB is nothing but H meters. That is the first point. Next one, the second vertical object, height of the tower. Height of the tower. This is the second vertical object what we are having, which we are calling it as CD. Of course, we don't know CD also. We don't know the vertical object, but my calculation is, right, the tower is longer or the lengthier or heighter than the building. Therefore, for time being, I'm not labeling, I'm not giving any symbol. I just labeled as CD and I left it there. Point one. So from the top of the building, the angle of elevation, the question starts like this. From the top of the building, the angle of elevation. So from there itself, we have to come to a conclusion that the point of observation is on the top of the building. Right. We are having, right, of course, let's label like this. Here, if you go for this, right, C is foot of tower. Foot of the tower, that is the first point, and D is top of tower. Yes, we all know that one. Yes, top of the tower. Now B is nothing but, it's nothing but top of building. B is nothing but top of building, and obviously A is nothing but, it's clearly given, foot of building. Yes, this is easiest way if you label like this. All right. So what is saying? From the top of the building, the angle of elevation. So we can clearly say that the observation is done from the point B. Let me draw the eye of the observer at B. Right, that is the first point. So that immediately going left. We have to remember that the point of observation is on the top of the building. Therefore, I like to call it as point of observation from where the elevation and depression are made. Point of observation straight away, I like to call it as B. Fine. Fine. Now he has observed right to the top of the tower and to the foot of the tower. Right. But as we all know, angle of elevation or angle of depression, right? Without the help of the horizontal line, we can't draw it. Without a horizontal line passing through the eye of the observer, we can't draw it. So let's do one thing. Let's draw a straight line. Let's draw a straight line passing through the eye of the observer. But please remember, it is going to meet the line CD at somewhere. I like to call it as E here. So what we have done, we have made the construction, right? If you want, you can label it as construction, right? You make the heading as construction. What we have done or what we have constructed. So draw what we have drawn, BE, line BE, right? Line BE passing through eye of observer, eye of observer. Yes. Yeah. Draw BE passing through the eye of the observer. Yes, you have drawn. Now it's the horizontal line. It's the horizontal line from where we can start the we can start the the angles. Now, so what he has given? He has given two angles for us, right? The first angle, what he is saying means from the point of observation, the angle of elevation to the top of the tower he has given. So what he has given, if you read out the question, the angle of elevation, right? See if you, right, see here, the angle of elevation to the top of the cell tower is 60 degrees. This is what we made for us. The angle of elevation to the top of the cell tower is 60 degrees. That is the angle made for us, right? So as the angle is made, so what we are doing, so we are going, so hope you are observing the angle of elevation to the top of the cell tower is 60 degrees. Let's go for that one. Angle of elevation, right, yes. Angle of elevation, right, of the cell tower, right, of the cell tower. As I said you earlier, guys, off means two. We can call it as two or off. So angle of elevation to the cell tower, and I said angle should be always starting at the horizontal line. So which is the horizontal line we have drawn? It's BE. So start at E, right, center at B, and reach the top of the tower. Reach the top. What is the ending point? D. That's what is equal to 60 degrees. This is the first point. I repeat, always start at the horizontal line. Start at E, center at B. Yes, this is the angle made at 60 degrees. Start at E, center at B, reach the ending point, which is the top of the tower. So this is right. So now, again, he said, if you check the question there, right? So if you go for that one, what he says, angle of depression to the foot of the building is 45 degrees. Angle of depression to the foot of the building, he has given it as 45 degrees. So let's draw the angle of depression there. What he said, so angle of depression, if you start from the observer, he started seeing the foot of the tower, and what is the angle he's saying? The angle set by him is nothing but 45 degrees. Angle set by him is nothing but 45 degrees. Let's write it down. Angle of depression, right, of the right angle of elevation to the top. Earlier it is top of the cell tower. Now it is foot of cell tower. Foot of the tower. So as I said, always angle should start from the horizontal line. So which is the horizontal line here? So horizontal line is nothing but BE. right? And ending point is C. So angle of depression start at E, reach B, and then go back to right. So we are supposed to go for, so what we say, it's nothing but C here. Let us go for that one. E, B, and C, its angle of depression is given as 45 degrees. So that is the point what he has given. Now, so the last point, last construction or the last point what he has given is nothing but the distance between foot of the tower and foot of the building. Yes, if you observe, he has given it as 7 meters. So that is what he has given. This is the last point, right? What is the last point he has said? If the distance between the building and the tower is 7 meters, let's go for that one. Now, and last point, and distance between, yes, distance between, right, foot of tower and building, right? So what is the distance between them? Foot of the tower. First, what is the word we have used? Tower. So start from C. CA or AC, it is nothing but 7 meters, right? So these are all the things what he has given to us, right? These are all the things what he has given to us. Now, with the help of this one, we are supposed to draw the required stuff now, right? Let's go for the constructions here. Yes, I'm dividing the page here. If you go for that one, now check it out. If you observe it properly, we are able to see a rectangle, right? Consider, right, rectangle. Which is the rectangle formed? ABC. If you check it out, ABC is the rectangle formed, right? ABC is the rectangle formed, right? Consider rectangle, right? In which we know as AC is equal to 7 centimeters, obviously B is also 7 centimeters. You have to remember that one. Therefore, BE, right, is equal to AC is equal to 7 meters. Did you give meters or centimeters? It obviously meters, which implies BE is the new measurement what we got. It's nothing but 7 meters. That is the first point, right? And in the same way, as it is a rectangle, this side and this side are equal, right? But as we have labeled, we call the height of the building as H. So if this is H, obviously, right, the other side is also H for us. This is the side what we are supposed to mention, right? This is also becoming as H for us. Therefore, let's label that one. So let's label that. So what is that? Right? EC is equal to BA is equal to H meters. So what we are saying, we got the new measurement. EC is equal to H meters. This is the new measurement what we got. Fine. Now, what is the only part? Right now, right, let's make assumption or assume that also we can say. Now, assume that, let's take, right, assume that or consider, right, DE is equal to X meters. From here to here, you call it as X. Right, that is the consideration what we are making, right? Now here, now the entire height of the tower, the total height of the tower, which is nothing but actually it is from where to where is the height of the tower? From C to D is the height of the tower, in which we are having two parts, right? We are having two parts, which is nothing but CD, which we are having two parts, that is nothing but CE plus ED, right? Obviously, CE we called it as H meters and ED we just now labeled it as X. So that is what the question is. We are supposed to find the height of the tower. So to know the height of the tower, we need to know the value of h and we need to know the value of x. If you know both the values, add them up, you'll get the height. Now, if you check out the question, we are having two right angle triangles there, right? So now, as I said you earlier, I like to take the angle which is smaller. Right, we are having two angles, 60 and 45. I like to call the 45 angle right angle as daughter triangle, and I like to start from there. So let me go for the next screen. So 45 degrees, we are having two right angles there. I like to take first one, the daughter triangle. I like to take, right, daughter triangle, or just right, or you can just right namesake you can call, or in right angled triangle. What is the triangle I am taking? So if you check it out, I am taking a triangle which is looking like this. Right, I'm taking a triangle which is looking like this from the figure. Right, check it out. I'm taking this one, BEC. I'm taking BEC. If you check it out, guys, I'm taking this triangle now. This is what the triangle what I have drawn. That is nothing but our daughter triangle. First, let me use that one. So I'm going there, BEC. Yes. Here he is saying B. Here it is E. And here it is C. And if you know, as we all know, this is the 90 degrees. And the eye of the observer, as just now I said you, the eye of the observer is here. And the angle made is nothing but 45 degrees. Right? And if you know the values, if you see here, the labeling, here we are having 7 meters, and here we are having H, right? So let's go for that one. Yeah, so here it is 7 meters, and here is calling it as H, right? So from the daughter triangle, I like to pick it. Now let's go for this one, right? In triangle BEC, okay, angle E is equal to 90 degrees. Yes, angle B is equal to 45 degrees. Very good. And opposite side, which is the opposite side? Opposite side is H, and adjacent side is 7 meters. Now let's consider, right? What shall we consider? Opposite and adjacent. Obviously we take tan, right? Tan 45 degrees is equal to opposite by adjacent, right? Let us substitute the values now, right? Tan 45 is nothing but 1. Opposite we took it as H, and adjacent we took it as 7. If you cross multiply this one, 1 into 7 is equal to H. So which implies H is equal to 7 meters. Yes, we got the value of H. Done. So now we need to find the value of X. If you know the value of X, straight away we can substitute both the values and we can get the value of the tower. So for that one, so we are done with the daughter triangle. Now let us go for the other triangle what is mentioned. All right. So I like to go for the triangle which is standing on the top. I like to, why? Because our X value is there. All right. Our X value is there. So I am taking the triangle which is on the top. You write, I like to call it as right daughter 2, BDE. Let's go for that one. Triangle BDE. Yes, let's draw that, right? So this is the top. Yes, right. This is the triangle what I have taken. Yes. Okay, now please remember the same B is here. The same B is here. The same E is here. Right. And the I is already standing here. Yes. If you check it out, here it is. Right. So what's the one which is on the top is nothing but D. Right. 67 and X. Right. It's nothing but D. Angle of elevation is 60 degrees. And this measurement is nothing but X. And obviously, we know it is 7 meters, right? Now, in triangle, What is the name of the triangle? BED. Yes. Where is 90 degrees? Angle E is equal to 90 degrees and angle B is equal to 60 degrees. Now, if you check it out, this is opposite side to the 60 degrees there. So opposite side, what is the opposite side we are having? Opposite side is DE, which is nothing but X. Now from there onwards, of course, you have to remember this is required and this is given. Okay, so adjacent side, what we are getting adjacent side is nothing but BE, which is nothing but 7. So what is the trigonometry which is connecting opposite and adjacent? Obviously, again, tan, right? Tan, right? What is the angle? Tan 60 degrees is equal to opposite is DE and adjacent is B, right? If you substitute the values there, tan 60 is nothing but √3, X by BE is nothing but 7. If you cross this one, we are going to get X is equal to 7√3. Okay, now we got the values of X and we got the value of H. Now, what is asking us to find? Now, what is asking us to find? Height of the tower. Height of tower. That's what we said, right? So as we all know, right, the tower is nothing but, as we just know, we have considered, right? If this is standing on this, that this total is becoming the height of tower, right? It's nothing but tower. This is H and this is X. So height of the tower is nothing but, as we have just now seen, it's C2D, which is having H plus X. H what we got? 7 meters. And X what we got? 7√3 meters. Right? Let us simplify that. Right? I am taking 7 as common. Right? I can call this as 7 into 1. 1 plus √3. Okay, 7, 1 plus, you know, √3 value. √3 is nothing but 1.732. Okay, now if you add it up, it's nothing but 2.732. Right? Let's multiply. 7 2s 14, 7 3s 21, 22, 7 7 49 means 51. Right? 7 2s 14, 19.124. So what is the conclusion what we are making? Height of tower. Height of the tower is, what he says, 19.124 meters. Right. So straight away, every step what we have drawn, but the only thing is, right, we are having two daughters, one on the other. Right, with the help of 45 degrees, we are able to find the height, and with the help of 60 degrees, we are able to find the X value. After adding it up, we got the total height of the tower. Hope you are able to understand.